everybody. We've slowed the ships down, cruising at an easy pace today. I hope you're all doing well out there. This is more so just to come in and enjoy the melodies, get some work not done, relax, recharge, rejuvenate. That's all. Hey Ron, how's your day? How are you? Hi. I got a paper to write. I have to write a recommendation report. And I have no idea what topic to pick. Hi Robin. How is everybody? Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for saying hi. I hope your Saturday is good. It's not too cold where you are. We just had a week at minus 40 centigrade. Minus 40 is where centigrade and Fahrenheit equal out on your scales. So we spent the last week here where I'm at in minus 40 weather. So I'm beat. It takes its toll. It's one of those like crazy storms that the polar vortex, the Arctic air just comes right down and it settles in over top. That's good. I gotta write a recommendation report, but I have no idea. I can pick any topic in the world. Any topic I can think of, and I can't think of one. School has been pretty stressful. Everything's been compressed, so I haven't been online much to hang out with you guys, just because everything's been so compressed. It's a 5-month course. I study one 5-month course and have it done in 3 weeks, and then I move on to the next 5 months course, and it's condensed, and I do it in 3 weeks. So it's just been like biggity bang bong boom. Hi Ange, hi Abigail. Yeah, and we're on the last day, and then like we have this weather phenomenon where I live, where like due to the Rocky Mountains and the pressure system, all the warm air will like fall to the bottom and push out against the ridge, and a strong west wind will come, and it will go from being like minus 30, minus 40, and then like right now it's minus 27 centigrade and the wind has it at like minus 39, but tomorrow we're coming back up to 0 centigrade, which is like 32 degrees for you guys, and all within the space of like 10 hours. It's a crazy, the natives, they call it the Chinook. They named the wind after the salmon. Hi Ambika. Yeah, it's been bad. I've been wiped, so but I made it to class every day. My car didn't die, so I was like out there starting it every 4 hours at some point. So it's good. You guys like this? Yeah, I just wanted to say like hi to subscribers. This isn't like any kind of program to grow the channel or nothing. I just wanted to give you guys mostly an update about like why I haven't been on very much and if things fall behind and stuff. And I thought what a way to do it while I'm procrastinating on writing this stupid recommendation report. I can pick any topic in the world. I don't know if you guys want to even help me with that. Absolutely. So Runt just woke up. Let's see. Runt, can I pull a card for the day for you? Cards for the day. Hey, you gotta. And see, you can definitely tell like it's taking my toll. If I tried to come on and do like dedicate all my energy to readings right now, I would be like, it's too much. Such a tease. I'm gonna turn the water on for some more coffee. If you guys want, make a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee. My hope was to let the jazz do most of the talking today. Hopefully it's not too loud. And you guys we can vibe. Oop, tried to turn it down, almost turned it off. There we go. It's kind of nice. See, it's all fuzzy up here. I did that to like illustrate the etheric realm and energy, or they call it the Tao. You know. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Okay, cool. I guess kind of by coming here, you give me permission to like at least pull one card for you. I know we're all good peoples, and this stream is for subscribers. I'm well, Christina, as well as can be, given the environment. So I'm here at the monastery. At least I'm not freezing to death. But it's close. They didn't have the heat working in here for like a few days, like up to its full capacity. People were shiver town. Like it was cold. It was cold. All right, I got the water turned on, so I have time to do a card for Runt. So it'll be good. I think we got it here. What are we looking at today? Card of Grandfather Sky. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's move this out of the way. Keep your head up today, Run, and all days. The sky is like, it's that ever-present, like, fully omnipotent presence, like the sky. You can't nail a pig to the sky. That's an old, I think, Eastern proverb, when they tried to, like, ask the monks, like, what is the meaning of truth? And all this, or like what is truth, and then they would say like you can't nail a pig to the sky, because we're all kind of like have these perceptions, but the higher you raise your vibration and just kind of keep in mind, if you can, Run, your I want to say permanence of consciousness. Like, no, absolutely, without doubt or without fall, that your consciousness is about as big as the sky, all right? You're everywhere and nowhere all at once, kind of thing, right? Very nice card to have as well. And again, it's good that it shows up because it's a supportive card. Also, in regards to your astrology, you may have some planet lineups or conjunctions or things going on based on your astrology run that will actually provide for a bit of smooth sailing, right? Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So, Cardo, keep your head up, and not just like keep your head up, keep your consciousness elevated. That's like the full heads up, right? It's cerebral, but you're much more than that. You extend out beyond your body and your etheric bubble, and let that bubble just float up into the sky as often as you can when you're not being, down into the nitty gritty of the 3D. I missed all you guys also. Absolutely. If you had tea, you'd make some. I'm out of tea also. All I have is instant coffee. Yeah, it's good to see you. Robin, hello. Robin's Realms readings. Robin, check in. How are you doing? How's the new year? How's the new year where you're at, Robin? Anything new and exciting to tell us about? Don't worry, I want to kind of just say hi to everybody, but I'll do it in a linear kind of way as I see in the chat. But no, nothing structured, formatted. I'm not going bonkers with the readings. I should be doing the Capricorn Aquarius cusp reading, but I'm not, because I gotta write a stupid recommendation report. I don't even know what to write about. All right. Hola, Tati. What's up? Ja. Good to see you. I'm just making some coffee. thing about instant coffee is like the water gets boiling, so like I have to let it cool off for a little while. I love how the top, it looks like the Milky Way galaxy. Like, always, like, you're just, like, the eater of worlds. Like, I'm about to drink the entire galaxy. Sorry, that's just where my brain goes sometimes when it's time. Patreon's growing, says Robin. That's good. I haven't checked mine in quite a while. Staying home, getting stuff done, gathering stuff. Loving working with other therapists, doing cord cutting tomorrow. Hey, most excellent. Most excellent. Of course, I'm definitely curious. Robin, you made mention of an amazing opportunity. You have to go and meet the one and only Ramblin' Mike. Did you make a decision there? I'm just curious. If you don't want to tell us, that's okay. If you don't want to tell us, but I was really excited for you about that. I get to wait for the towing company. Happy New Year. Don't worry, everybody, like 9 out of 10 cars, their batteries froze. Here, we've been in minus 40 Fahrenheit and Celsius. That's for the last week. It's been minus 40 where I'm at. Like, I was starting my car every 3 hours just to make sure. Yesterday, I boosted 4 people's batteries in 1 hour. Like, they're like out there trying to start the car, and I had to like drive up, hook up the cables, and start them. It's been... You're going. That's excellent. That's awesome. I'm so excited for that. Awesome. And the gorgeous Pinnacle women. Yeah, all of our lovely earth signs, water signs. Yeah. Okay, great. Can I pull a card for you, Robin? Maybe just for today or for the near future? We're hanging out with Native Spirit today, and I haven't been on much, guys. As you can see, like, I'm just disheveled and like plowed. It's a lot of school, it's a lot of cold, and I'm so happy to be able to warm up on a Saturday afternoon now, I guess, with some of my favorite people on the planet. Chicago's pretty cool. Yeah, it's Canada. It's Canada. Okay. Here we go. Oh, nice. A medicine bag. Really, really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's make some room for some stuff over here. Alright. Robbins, when I look at this card for you, I see the rock that the bag is sitting on, and I see this as kind of like your home life right now. It's like contained, but it's like your spirit is like wanting to like break the mold. You're wanting to sort of like, I feel almost like embrace the ideas that are coming, that you're going to be able to like break the routines, break the schedules, break the molds. And it's almost as if you're looking at more now being like less like a rock, but more like the living organism, like a vine or a tree or something like that, where you're like actually growing and branching out and reaching out and networking to the other trees and shrubs and grasses around you, and like and in full communication. And this is kind of like a bigger change where it's like, I imagine almost like, not you personally, but it could be something you're working on that was like the start of like a sapling or like a brand new tree or something, and it was like kind of just growing out of the ground, but there was like this big heavy rock that was kind of maybe structure, that was a metaphor for like society's norms or values or the security and the protections that you needed to have in this world, were kind of like, it forced the little sapling to like struggle to grow up around it. And now that it's kind of like breaking over the top of that, whatever obstacle it had through its natural path, you're like being able to like take in more communications, more sunlight, and now the growth is becoming exponential, where it was very hard to grow for the first 3 inches or 3 years or whatever it was, and that you're going to receive an opportunity where like an influx of like new energy is coming in. And the medicine bag itself, like that's you. That's your gift to the world and what you're doing. So this is something that comes out of you and is kind of like displayed almost in like that shamanistic thing. Like the shaman could have anything in his medicine bag, but the actual healing went on from here to here, right? And these were more or less just like, of course you could have some like birch bark and stuff like that, but the gift that you bring out, like it is you, but you also hold it out to the person you're helping or nursing or doctoring or catering as sage or shaman to, and you say, hey, look, this is what it is. It's almost like a little magic trick. They're like, oh, it's a gift of that, but really you're doing the healing. You're doing the act of healing. So kind of like, again, if there's anything, just be very discerning as well who you bring your medicine bag out for, because some people, like, they're loyal to only to the fact that you can heal them, maybe, and not necessarily to you yourself. So that could have something to do with that cord cutting you mentioned. Okay. Awesome, Robbins. So happy to have you here. So happy to be in touch with you. All right. See if my coffee's cooled down enough yet. The land of paradise. Jeez. If Greta Van Thunberg could have been where I am at this week, she would have nothing more bad to say about oil and gas ever. Like, if we don't have oil and gas up here, we freeze to death. Like, we just die. And that's kind of the way a lot of thing about, like, protesters and ideologies that want to break the norm, that go after things that certain people need or they'll die. That's where it's like, we're really feeling some of the push and pull of this stuff. Okay. Great. All right. I gotta write a recommendation report. Like, I have to. It's not due till next weekend, but I'm done all my other assignments. I just have this one last one to do. It's like a 5-page paper. I just submitted my research yesterday, along with like 3 other assignments. Absolutely. Hey Tati, did you want to do your Pokemon cards now? Then we can talk to Christina and Bika and Abigail. I don't know who's still here and watching, but you know, it's just a chill session. Saturday afternoon, recharge and refresh. Right. We gotta figure out which ones are yours. Yeah, this is one that Citron picked. It's unbelievable. One of the coolest people I met, or the guy that lives like one dorm over, Capricorn 31, full beard, built like a... I was like, really? Am I living next door to Citron? But no, it's just like another very cool Capricorn friend. And then Steve got this one, which is very cool. Sun and Moon. Yeah, you can wait for sure. These are all still factory sealed. I have no idea what's in these packages. Absolutely. I know what we could do as a group, if you guys want. I'm going to use, there's 52 cards in the Goddess Power deck, and they're like numbered 1 to 52. So I'm going to do my lotto numbers right now, okay? And if anybody else wants to write the numbers down from the 7 cards that we come up with in here, I don't know how many numbers that you use, but down in your different state lotteries. But I'm going to pull my numbers from this deck. So did your battery die, Tati? Am I hearing that right? Like you just like kind of broke down? So we'll do lotto numbers and then we'll do a scratchy. Just because this is a study break. We've slowed the ship back down to warp factor 1. Look at all this. I gotta get my stars back. There we go. There we go. Alright, I need a pen. Now that I got here, remember I was complaining, I was like, I'm going 1 day away from college and I don't even have a pen. Right now I got a pen. Got lots of pens. Whoa. What just happened? That was weird. Alright. Alright. So yeah, thanks for being patient with me. I'm here for like another 4.5 months, and then I have like 3 months of field work to do to complete this particular program. But we'll stay in touch. Absolutely. But as far as me like getting cards off and into the mail and stuff like that, probably not. I don't have a lot of time right now. So thank you for all of your patience and understanding. Alright, so I know we have representation from California and Illinois. I don't know. If you like these numbers, if these numbers feel alright to you, then I would say go ahead, write them down. Play a lotto ticket. Alright, here's the first number. You're going to want to have number 46. Oops. Because we've got the Nordic goddess of Skuld, who represents the future. Okay. Win the lottery, not for the money. Okay. When you write 46 down, set the intention of better tomorrows. Easier tomorrows. Okay. She's pretty attractive. I'm like blown away by the beauty of this. So, for the future, right? It's a fictitious place to begin with. So, if you want to be the author of that, write down 46 and put the intention that it's not about the cash. It's just about easier tomorrows. 46. Yeah, good old 46. Alright. Oddly enough, or not oddly enough, we've caught number 32. The Mama Killa. Mama Killa! I don't even know, but she's the moon. She's a goddess of the moon. Alright, so maybe you want to write number 32 down and say, alright, maybe I want to play this at a new moon, at a full moon, right? Whatever you're vibing with. Vibe to the cycles of the moon, okay? Don't worry about rushing out there and getting the ticket either. Just keep the numbers in your pocket. And then maybe one day when it just kind of hits you, that's when you actually go to the counter and say, here's my $1. Okay, thanks. And there we go. So the Mama Killa and the cycles of the moon. 32. There she is. It's Bridget. Card number 8. 8 is a very lucky number. It's a number of harmony. So she's there. What to do, what to do. right? Bridges with Creative Spark is a reminder to let the idea of winning the lottery go. When you play it, like, go ahead and play it. Set the intention of winning, but don't entertain, those dreamy thoughts. And I know it's fun to do, so it's kind of hard to do, or tell you to, like, you shouldn't, like, spend too much time thinking about what you would do if you won. And if you do find yourself thinking about what you do with if you win, take the things that you can actually start doing and making a plan, like mind map, or set the vision board out, because she's the goddess of the creative spark here. It's also number 8, which is a very lucky number. So that's kind of cool. 8. Ooh. All right. Wow, this is cool. This is the goddess of humor, and it's number 49. 49 here in Canada is where our lottery stops. It's the last number. It's to win the big prize. You pick one of 7 numbers out of 49, and 49 is the very last number. So that's kind of funny, kind of odd. Remember to laugh at how crazy if you win. Don't forget to laugh, okay? To do the right things that you need to do right away. Like if you imagine that you gotta get a lawyer and right away, and don't forget to laugh. Spend a day just kind of like laughing and appreciating how silly everything really seemed when you felt that it was a struggle. If you feel that huge sense of relief, you should be able at a time to like look back into your past and make sure that things that you can't laugh at, you find a way to actually be able to laugh at those things, okay? Whether or not you win or not, okay? What's up, explosions? CX. Sorry, so that was card 49. All right, we got three more to go. Ooh. Right? It may not happen this time, but we've got, and she's barely showing up there. The number of manifestation. Okay. Clarity. 3. Okay. And this is Ariana. She's a goddess of time. Okay. Right. This is no matter how you view time, she's saying like the moment is now, the time is now, and win or lose, hell or high water, it doesn't matter. Don't ever get disheartened. Don't ever feel like you should be more, or you need to be more, or you have to be more, especially in the eyes of someone else. But even when it comes to the eye of yourself, in like how you look at yourself, like unwarranted desires to better yourself, in all honesty, they still come from a place of ego, but that's okay. You don't want to turn into a slob or a weirdo, but you also don't feel like just because that you need to, get to the gym or hammer it out or belong to clubs or societies or whatever, anything like that. It's very much going your own way, Fleetwood Mac style, okay? Because it's about that movement and about how you pull yourself through space and through inner space that gives the illusion of time its concreteness. It gives it its reality, okay? Sure, explosions. Just hang on for a minute. So that was card number 3. All right. So we've got some in the low 10s. We got like some at both ends of the bell curve now. We got 2 more to get through. It's kind of nice. I'm definitely going to play these numbers. We got 17 up on the board. Okay. And the Goddess of the Green Tara comes in. 17 is a pretty awesome number. This is an 8 as well, right? Goddess of Salvation, right? What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do, right? We just said we're not going to entertain those thoughts for too long. But again, a clear indication in the earthy nature of this card that when you do think about those kinds of things, it's always people first. Whether the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Grandpa Jethro, all of these people in your life, right? That's kind of like, whose life can I make better today? The salvation, right? Whose life can I make better today? Like, am I going to go and, like, boost your battery so that your car doesn't freeze solid? Absolutely, I'll do that. I'd do that whether I was where I'm at now or whether I was a millionaire. I would still do that kind of stuff. Find your values, right? Salvation. Those values that will remain unchanged, right? If you do find out thinking about what you, instead of thinking about all the things you would get for yourself if you won the lottery, try thinking about all those beautiful things about yourself that you would never allow to change if you did win it, okay? Dang, she's making me almost tear up. All right, but that's number 17. All right, we got one more to go. All right. Oh, too many. We only need one more card. We only need one more card. Cool. All right. And the last number up on the board is goddess number 30, Maat. All right. Goddess of truth. There it is. Truth of the matter is you have like a 1 in 17, 8 bazillion chance of winning. But if the truth is, that is the truth. Like, we're not 99.9 does not necessarily support the views of the host or the programmer. Like, you know, play responsibly. Absolutely, that's the truth. You have a 1 in 7 bazillion chance of winning, but the other fundamental truth in all of this too is you got to be in it to win it. All right. If you don't play, then you can't win. Right. So play with us. I'll let you guys know if I hit her. All right. We'll go get a island somewhere and maybe a beer. All right, so that's my number 30. All right. So again, just to recap, a lot of numbers from the goddesses for this week. Number 3, number 8, number 17, 30, 32, 46, and 49. I hope you win in your state lottery. All right. Let me write this recommendation report. I'll just put them away. It completely died. Oh, that's what we call a rough go. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, they are. They are a nice deck. I really enjoy them. Colette Baron Reed, everybody. Round of applause. That's a good one. Okay. Talk to me, explosions. What's going on? And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for staying subscribed. All right, I can't spam it. I can't be on here frequently right now. Thanks for staying subscribed. That means the world to me. All right. Recommendation reports. You gotta be kidding me. I think it's this one. Nope. All right. I can't give you a love reading because I don't have the energy, but what I will do is I'll pull you a card because you are loved by this tribe, by the universe, by. So what I'll do is I'll pull a card. Maybe you can take something from it to help make your life a little less crazy. Okay? We'll do that. We'll do it. We've been doing it that way. Yeah, and just get like kind of jazzed out if you want. Interesting you pulled this card, Explosions. This is a card of gathering your tribe. Okay, I'll put this out here. When you get a card like this is about like needing to sort out or like make amends with the roles people play. Like if you were in a work situation with some of these people, this would be like, know your role, know your contribution to the group, and, don't do less, but don't do more kind of thing. When it comes to like family, this is more about getting together for harmony, to celebrate, to check in with one another. When this comes to like platonic and even romantic relationships, this is kind of about finding an open dialogue, evolving a conversation with somebody that helps everybody else involved, so that if there are misunderstandings or if there's misconceptions about like the role of a person in a romantic relationship or the role of yourself in any said relationship, it's helpful sometimes to get like outside perspectives, talking to like a friend about it, or talking to a family member about somebody that is like maybe could be a mentor or a coach to you on the particular thing that's making your life crazy. Or you could go the opposite route, and somebody on the outskirts of the tribe, like the shaman or the sage, that doesn't give a rat's ass how it turns out for you, or is completely removed from it. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that much light of it, but truth be said, go and consult with some of them, pose hypotheticals, right? Know your resources, know these are the people in your neighborhood, right? And that sort of thing. And if it becomes a point of like being affected by others' actions, just remind yourself that you have as much representation in the tribe, whether it's your social group or whether it's in the world, that your rights mean no more or no less than the person standing next to you. All right. So in gathering your tribe, dealing with your love life, situations of that nature, maybe for instance, for you working through some problems, gathering your tribe could be a metaphor for your tribe of memories, your tribe of ideas, all of those versions of yourself. Like CX, when CX was 16, and when CX was 20, and when CX was 25, and when CX was 30. You want to gather up that culmination of experience and resources, perhaps could give you a better understanding of what you maybe know that you need to do that you haven't been doing, or something, maybe the inspiration to be like, you know what, wow, I'm 27 years old and I've never tried this. so I'm gonna go for it. That sort of thing. So the tribe is just kind of like be like water, you know. Allow conversations to flow and to be natural, and conversations with more than just 2 or 3 people, conversations with like 8, 9, 12 people, not all at once, but individual ones. You know, everybody has something to offer into the world. Opinions are like buttholes, everybody's got one, right? But perspectives are the same way. So you could be very direct and talk to them about what you're going through, and you might hear something that's just like all of a sudden it's like epiphany type, aha moment sort of styles, and it can set you off in the right way. All right, just get to know some people, and the people that you do know, get to know them better, so that you know you've gathered your tribe in close to a point where it's like, if you feel like life is out of control or anything like that, you have a multitude of resources that you're relying on first-hand experience sometimes on other people that can tell you, hey, I went through that last year and this is what I did. Those sorts of things. You know, when you gather your tribe, you always want to ask the right questions. It's not like you're baiting them in, but you ask them, right? You want to ask these good questions. All right. Okay, explosions. All right. Get some fresh perspective on whatever you're dealing with in your love life. Okay. For me, all I can do is act as a guidepost. I'm like a signpost, you know. Willow Street this way, Elm Street that way, right? It's your path is your choice, right? But get some fresh perspectives. I'm the signpost with the big flashing arrow, like, go new in this case. Go new. All right. Look at that. Crafty energies coming in with the heartwarming energies. That's great. Thanks for warming us up today, Crafty. A lot of us are dealing with snow and cold and all that stuff. All right. So that's really good. I gotta write how are you? How are you, Crafty? And hopefully that hit the spot for you, CX. Hopefully that hit the spot for you. You can let me know. Jeepers creepers. It's already the 18th today. Just blowing my mind. Nice. Cheers, Cheers, everybody. Hopefully you got a hot cup of tea or coffee or something going on. Oh, Christina is still in there. Still peeking. Thanks for letting me know you're still here, Christina. Do you want a card? Christina, do you want a card? I wish I could find that. I think I started on this stupid thing already, but... Oh, yeah. Alright. You're on a natural high for life. You're high on life right now? That's good. Hey, you're welcome so much, love. Got to dash. All right. Do the dash. Do the 100-yard dash, Crafty. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for popping. Oh, yeah. Crafty reminds you to remind me to remind you that we are... how did that go? Love yourself. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you haven't. crafty energies, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, crafty energies, everybody. Let's have another round of applause for crafty energies. Feeling awesome, knowing awesome, being awesome, sharing awesomeness with us for even more awesomeness. Wow. All right. Here's your card. Ooh, spooky and eerie. Don't worry, it's just, we just shade it up to the etheric first before we put it down. Christina, you've got the card of the shapeshifter, okay? And the shapeshifter is an interesting energy to have about you because it's about being versatile, being dynamic, and being adaptable, okay? All organisms, all like people, they have this like innate ability to like morph or change either what they do or how they grow or even what they look like in order to suit the environment. So you might be dealing with some a really tough or a really adverse environmental factors right now. This could be other people in your life. This could be like your living situation. This could even just be like the weather. But these are like our environmental influences that affect you, all right? And what you're kind of, if you feel like you're struggling against these things, it's almost as if you can just like switch the perspective just a little bit. And like, even if you don't and your values agree with what's going on in regards to its fairness, you can be triumphant over it by just like taking a new approach. The shape-shifting ability that we have is to take our consciousness and shape-shift it so it's like we can trick whatever's bothering us into thinking like, hey, we're okay with it, while secretly we're circumnavigating the problem or trying to get the issue behind us, all the while letting the problem know that, hey, nothing's changed, everything's okay. It's not necessarily manipulative, but it is a way that without increasing more adversity before reaching a conclusion, you can subdue whatever it is that's bothering you while you figure out a plan, while you circumnavigate, while you heal yourself even towards moving yourself past it. Something's been bugging you for quite a long time now, and I feel like you may at times feel certain levels of frustration about it. You may feel like, you know, you could never accept it, you could never agree to it, when really what the card's asking for you to do is instead of like trying to like figure it out and approach it head on, it's asking you to kind of like almost put like a bit of a sleep spell on it, being like, I know this is a part of a life, I know this affects me, but I'm going to stand outside of it. I'm going to stand over here for a little while so it can like just be, and you become a silent witness to it. Then you can realize maybe it doesn't need to affect you as much as it has been affecting you, all the while figuring out a problem through shape-shifting, because you've just kind of like thrown out the illusion, hey, everything's fine, nothing changes us, you know, but, and then instead of spending the off time being like, I actually hate that, it's actually frustrating, you actually put your mind to work, you change your perspective of being like, if it's tough and I can't approach it head on, what can I do? You know, where can I go? This sort of stuff, right? Yeah, and if it's in a home life type situation, like, just, I would say the best thing you could do with the shapeshifter card is realize that, you know, your time is your own, okay? It's very difficult. Sometimes we need to pull back and we need to just cocoon a little bit, right? Okay, you all know the metaphor of the cocoon. I'm not even going to explain it, but you might feel like cocooning a little bit right now. And that's okay. Just keep your energy levels up and make sure that you're effectively mentally working on the problem rather than just acknowledging over and over again your frustration with it. Hopefully that makes sense. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. I'm reading Latin. I'm not supposed to be reading Latin. Lorem ipsum. That's the stuff that you're supposed to like delete. That's the stuff you're supposed to type over. I think that's what lorem ipsum means. Anybody any good ideas of what I can write my recommendation report about? I have no idea what I want to do. I don't even think this is the right one. Lorem ipsum. I gotta find. I have no idea what to write my recommendation report on. That's cool. That's cool. Some of this happens in real time. Like I got to spot a hole in my head right there. This is for the etheric. You let the etheric stream, let it right in. Sometimes it happens in real time. Happy age of Aquarius, everybody. How you connect on YouTube Live? I don't know. Is that question? How you connect? Yeah, it can be about anything, Runt. I could write a recommendation to the United Nations why Justin Trudeau shouldn't be the Prime Minister of Canada because he wore blackface. That's what I wanted to write the recommendation report on, but I realized you can't just write a recommendation report. It would be too involved. I just want like a quick 2-pagers, like Ford versus Chevy, Sam's Android versus iPhone, or whatever, right? Like something easy and mundane. But my brain is always like programmed to like see like big pictures. Like I want to recommend something for the globe. Oh, that was a suggestion, a recommendation of how to connect with people on YouTube. That's pretty good because we could develop them like a format about like how to like keep people entertained, keep people inspired, right? All that sort of stuff. But I don't have any empirical evidence that doing that actually makes channels grow, right? Because it's usually the little people that like are so good at, you know, you can be a true DB and, you know, have like 400,000 subscribers and not really be offering anything to people of value, anything of value to people of value. You could just like really just be like rehashing or all that kind of stuff. Maybe something about Australia's fires. Yeah, that's true. Canada, we send a lot of our forest firefighters to Australia to help. Laws of attraction. We are here now. Yeah. I don't know, like, honestly, with these compressed courses I've been taking, this is the last one I have to do, and then I'm free for, like, 6 days of, like, homework. And then the next class begins. I'm actually taking 2 compressed classes. This one's not as compressed as my major, but this is, like, you know, that outside, like, how to communicate effectively class, just because you're out of college or monastery. Hey, Bree, welcome. So I just kind of want to make this into like something fairly easy. I'm not like putting that sort of intent to create a more beautiful world behind this particular project, because this is just proving to the school that I can do things that I learned to do, you know, 20 years ago as a mature monk in the monastery. I'm the oldest one in my class other than the professor, I think. I'm well, Bria. How are you? Run. Types the exact same thing as I say. Oh. You're great. That's good. The Tao is great. The earth is great. Heaven is great. The people are great. Kings are great. Queens are great. These are the great things. Great! It's great! Bria, did you want a card today? Let me know. I'm getting... Oh, we still have to do our scratchy. We did our lotto numbers earlier. That was kind of fun. Hi, Anna. How are you? Whoa. Bria, you've got the Spirit Keeper of the West. Let's see what we can see here. Alright. Wow. I'm thinking of like Jimi Hendrix. Is this the end or is it just beginning? Or whoever said that. This is the Spirit Keeper of the West. And this card, like, we don't really know here if we're looking at a sunrise or a sunset. And that's okay. Because, like, what I want to tell you is that, and this was written in a song too, is that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So this Spirit Keeper of the West is about letting go of regrets, grievances. This is the Spirit Keeper of the West is about forgiveness at times, and in the full recognition of the chapter of like times passing, like one chapter ending and another chapter beginning, almost as if like one day ends so that a new one can begin. If it didn't happen, if these things, if the Spirit Keeper didn't recognize that these things weren't cyclical, that, you know, nothing is built to last forever, right? There's only just a few things out there that do. So this is about kind of the harmony of a particular cycle in your life, in realizing that whatever's ended, try your best, and this is going to sound so totally cliche, but this is like super West Coast style, the silver lining, right? You can't get out there and go surf a wave or go to the beach on a cloudy, rainy day, right? But without these cloudy, rainy days, we couldn't realize the full appreciation of being on the beach on a sunny summer day or whatever it is. So vision questing as well. Make sure that you're creating your own world, you know, whether in your mind or out in the 3D, both. Okay, keep creating the visions of your own perfect world where you remain this central figure, you remain the hero. The Spirit Keeper of the West is very much like a hero, right? We want to make sure that the problems of yesterday don't affect our successes of today. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Bria. All right. You've been manifesting a lot. Well, that's good. That's what you want. That is completely what you want. Anna, check in with us. How have you been, Anna? Next program, I'll try and get the Capricorn Aquarius cusp reading done, but I don't know. Like, hopefully it'll happen on time. You're welcome, Bria. You're welcome. Alright. I don't even know why I made that dog. I was working on it, and then I made it small, and now I can't find it again. You're welcome, Bria. I wish you lots of success in whatever it is you want to do. Hey. You guys want to do another scratchy? We'll do a scratchy. What a one we did. We didn't win the last one. The millionaire. There's like 10 different games we can play on it. I got it for Crystalis. Yeah, I'm well, thanks. Let's just stay tuned, Anna. We're gonna do a quick scratchy, and then I can pull a card for you. And thanks to all the subscribers that have been coming. Okay, this one is called Roll 'em. We're gonna be playing this dice game today, where we can win up to 5 times. Imagine if we won up to 5 times. That'd be alright. No, we just need to... I had the dinger. The scratchy dinger. I don't know where I set it. It was the bright shiny blue one that we got out of the thing. Just give me a second, everyone. Have a quick look around. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look, it came out of the Pokemon cards. This is like all the little circles over here. We got a big circle. Love circles. Alright. So let's see how we have to play this one. Scratch. If you uncover 2 dice valued in the same roll, you win the course. So we need doubles. We need these dice to be doubled. Let's see how we do. We got a 4 and a 6. That doesn't match. We got a 3 and a 1. That doesn't match. We got a 2 and a 6. That doesn't match. We got a 5 and a 4. That doesn't match either. We're not winning up to 5 times here, everybody. But we got a 1 and a 6. That doesn't match either. So unfortunately, we got snuffed again today on the scratchy. Okay? Don't worry, we got lots more to do, and it was just kind of for fun. Because we're taking a little break here today, celebrating our lives and stuff. Anna, you're fine? Normally when a lady says that they're fine, they're not fine. Especially in the 3D. When I ask a lady how she's doing and she says fine, I know right away that she's anything but fine. But your butt might still be fine. Okay? But F-I-N-E, Anna, what's going on? Can I pull a card for you? And you're most welcome, Bria. It's so good. Here, I think it's this one. Yes, please, she says. Okay. This is what I wrote. I'm not going to do the report on this anymore. It said in the early 1900s, blackface, or painting one's face black, was an acceptable form of cosplay for drama and stage acting. This is no longer the case. Today, blackface is seen as racist and unacceptable. Unfortunately, one current-day world leader, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, was seen wearing blackface. This seems to be a precedent in bad behavior, unlike never seen before, and we have no historical evidence what would have happened to other world leaders that were caught wearing blackface. My recommendation was that the UN took a stand and forced them to resign or quit or step down, because I mean that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But I decided not to do that topic. I just want something easier. just unacceptable things going on. All right, Anna, I'm gonna get focused in on you here. Wow, Anna. There we go. Oh, interesting. You've got this here. You've got the Spirit Keeper of the South. This is kind of a nice energy to have. This is fiery energy. This is about your creative, your sacral chakra and your root chakra areas. And the reason why I say that is because this is about the promotion of new growth in your life. When you have the Spirit Keeper of the South, it's being like, all right, in the right conditions, you have an ability to thrive. When conditions are bad, it takes more energy or more effort for you to thrive or bring forward into the world the things that you want to. And according to this card, is that you have a lot of various, different, and yet unique and important things to bring forward into the world. I'm not sure if you're a creator of some sort, or maybe you do a very analytical, like left brain type job, but there's something here that's asking you to put energy in to the creation of something that has room to grow. Okay, oh, and you're a Leo. All right, so that nice fiery energy that's there as well, right? They often talk about creative spark, or like out of the fires comes the new creation, right? And that sort of thing. It's a nice mix of that here with some earth energy with the Spirit Keeper of the South. So this is about, you may find that you are looking to put yourself into a better environment. Maybe a physical move could be on the horizon as well, or something where it's like you need to branch out, network out with what you've been doing, and as well make sure that you're devoting a certain part of the energy of the day, not just in manifesting in thought, but actively in like creating something, whether you're writing, woodworking, painting a picture, creating a song. This is saying the Spirit Keeper of the South is really like wants you to find something very unique, draw it out of yourself, put it before you, and then work it, and then adapt. I like the way you work it, no diggity, right? And then in the end, if you decide it's something that could help you make you some cash, you could bag it up, you could put it into some sort of product so that everybody could enjoy it as well. And as well, the Spirit Keeper of the South says the destination is never ever as important part than knowing where you are and who you are on the journey at any given time, so that you can appreciate the beauty of nature and the etheric realm while it is there for you and while your consciousness is in it, right? This is very much about knowing where you're coming from and trailblazing a path to your own future, all the while keeping the future secondary to the path, to the destiny itself that you're actually on. Okay, and we're doing this through fire, whether it's the passion for love or an ignition of a creative spark or something like this. These lower two chakras really going to be like in harmony, and how you transmute the energy, whether it is passionate lovemaking or whether it is just taking the drive, the spark, and pulling it out of you and putting it in front of you. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay. And again, it speaks to the uniqueness of what it is that you could be doing, all right? The identity of a whole new species of beautiful wildflower, right? That is which you brought forward out of yourself and for the world, okay? It's very nice. Thanks for being on the show, Anna. Appreciate it. Hi, Benita. What's going on, Applebaum? What is going on, Applebaum? I gotta write a recommendation report. I'm gonna have another cup of coffee too, and then that's it for today. I'm so happy that you guys have joined me for some of this. It's been fantastic. I wanted to say hi to all the subscribers. Benita, do you want a card today? It's been a while. I haven't got to read for you in like an age. Just chilling. You're welcome so much, Anna. Just chilling. I've been chilling too. It was minus 40 here, Fahrenheit. Minus 40 Fahrenheit for an entire week. Tomorrow it's supposed to warm up, but it's been cold as hell. It has been cold as hell here, and it's taking its toll on me. But I was so happy. Plus the whole monastery and the schoolwork thing. But I was so happy to just tune in to say hi to the amazing subscribers, the amazing tribe we have here. Thanks for your support, even though I haven't been like doing a lot of readings and pumping out a lot of content. I appreciate that you guys are willing to stick by the 99.9. It's great stuff. All right, Benita, we'll get a card out for you. Ooh, Benita. You've pulled a card of the Dream Traveler, okay? Not the Dream Lover, not the Blues Traveler. This is a card of the Dream. Look at all of those beautiful greens, that heart chakra energy. Wow. Whatever's going on with you right now, Benita, I would say keep it up. Like if you're chilling, if you're flowing and you're chilling and you're feeling good, maybe the only thing I could say is like, kind of maybe journal some of the activation points that occurred to help you feel that way, so that if you're ever not feeling that way, you have like a quick plan to be like, I need to get back to a place where I'm feeling blissed out and happy. All right, and even if those like sensations of happiness are not as strong in you right now, your spirit, like aside from the flesh and blood and brain of the Benita that is being, the spirit of that, your kind of your soul and how you move with spirit is very happy and very like content and very peaceful in the direction that you're going. Okay, that's good, and it gave you with a good sense of feeling, right? All right, not as much thinking about that, but before bedtime, set a little intention about dreaming together with this person, or to dream about this person. Keep them in your thoughts, very much so. Just like kind of that place you go between being conscious and unconscious, and you don't even have to point it anywhere. You just simply put that activation point into your brain just before you fall asleep. Let your spirit, let your soul, let the cosmos take care of the rest for you. Because let's face it, a lot of times we're not really even flying the plane. We're sitting there in coach or in first class and being like, this dream is going to take us wherever it's going to take us. Like kind of like Inception or whatever, right? The dream is going to take us wherever it's going to take us. So let's enjoy the view. Let's take in all that we can while we're dreaming. And then we see the increase in synchronicities to our daily life, and then we begin to tear down the boundaries and thin out the veil between spirit and reality, and that's when a true harmony can come into one's life, and like fulfillment and bliss and all these things that are meant for you. Okay, yeah, it's definitely, keep it interesting, keep it unfolding just like a dream, right? Does it seem when the dream either gets to the very best or the very worst part? That's when you wake up. That's when you're like, the plane has landed. You know, welcome to Fort Lauderdale. And you get out and it's all humid and stuff. And you're like, man, I'm sticky. And you're like, time to get up. But some journaling in the morning and some intention setting at night as well can be huge to keeping this stuff going on. In the flow, in the vibe, in the sort of the chilling of it. Like this running stream or the babbling brook, right? Communication lines are open between like the water is communicating nutrition to the trees. You know, all this stuff is going on. When it's flowing, it's dynamic. It doesn't remain stuck. Okay, so this is a nice card to have here for you. It's very interesting dreams coming up. Okay, it's nice. What am I gonna write this recommendation report about? I don't know. I feel like my brain has moved on to like from this kind of stuff. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. This is like a show for you. Just a study hour. I might even pass out. Recommend. I'm gonna go turn on the water. Get another cup on the go. Recommend the thank you water. Yeah, write a full-on report about how it activates the anti-aging ingredient inside of it. So it's got to have like some background. It's got to have all these like elements into it. Like I have to like have it in a background and all this other structure that I'm not from, that I don't enjoy. Yeah, Christopher, nice. That's good stuff. So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? What are you guys doing? What are you feeling? Like what scientific or industry research supports my definition of the problem and the problem's background? It's not my style. I'm like legitimately struggling with this. But it's kind of like good in a way because like the questions that they ask, like you could use them in your own life, not even really for what the purpose of the activity is. But like think about it. If you got a problem in your life, think about these steps. What's the history of the problem? Have others approached the problem and how did they do it? What are the present methods of dealing with the problem, if there are any at all? What are the limitations of those methods? What are the consequences of not dealing with the problem? Right? But then the last one, what scientific or industry research supports your definition of the... Like, they could all be such, like, beautiful esoteric questions except the last one. Hey? Support it with documented research. It's like, we're living in the new age. We're, like, half a galaxy away. I don't have scientific or industry research. I'm an explorer. It makes me want to rip my hair out. Time for another cup of the good stuff. Hey, we'll drink one more cup of coffee and then that'll probably be it for today. I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Right now, outside, they say exposed skin is freezing within a matter of minutes, seconds at night. Like, this is like up here where I'm at. If you like were to go to the bar and drink too much beer and then like fall down and pass out on the sidewalk, you'd be dead within 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy out here. Or if you got like locked out of your house or out of your car and didn't have your phone or something, yeah, it'd be literally like half an hour. You'd be a popsicle. You'd be on the other side of the veil. So stay safe, everybody. I gotta get a little chat bot for the chat too, just to let people know that they gotta say hi to me if they want a card. The thank you order. It's a good cup of coffee. Little puppy dog. Take care, Robin. Thanks for dropping in today. And have a beautiful, blessed day. See you later. Yeah, stay warm. Stay warm. Hi, Kalandra. How are you? It's good to see you too. How you been? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're just studying and working on some homework. I finally got a day to deprogram and recharge my batteries and rejuvenate myself, and I wanted to share some time with everybody, for the subscribers today. Nothing new going on here. But how are you? What's new? What's shaking? What's exciting? Kalandra, what's happening? What is happening? You miss me? Oh, that's nice. I'm starting to work on the papers. That's good. That's good. Getting some work done. I'm working on a couple papers today, too. I gotta write a recommendation report. And I've been doing some journaling. You miss me? Well, that's nice. I missed you guys, too. I just been, way too busy and way too cold to come on in full force. Kalandra, with your permission, I'll go ahead and pull a card for you. Thanks for staying subscribed, and thanks for being awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're good with that? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I think I got it here. Oh, it's kind of neat. We'll put this down. You got card number 11. Hi, Sungaya. You got card number 11 here, Kalandra. This is nice. Okay. But this is also like energy that could be a little bit quick for you that you're dealing with right now. I feel like you might be feeling the struggle of having to like keep up or keep deadlines or something of this nature. You're going to have to remain a little bit driven. You're going to have to remain a little bit like you have to put in the extra work, the extra effort, and go the extra mile with something in order to make sure that happens for you, okay? To sort of so that you can receive your bounty. This card issues like a little bit of a warning, being like, make sure that you get everything done and get it done properly, because you know what you're trying to accomplish, the reward that's coming towards you is kind of like, it's the requirements that are needed. You need to meet them 100% and full out. Okay, so you mentioned that with the papers that you're working on and what you're doing. All I'm saying is be driven this month, Kalandra. Be driven in the point into the aspect of, it's like, you know, when you're hopping out of bed in the morning, like just kind of know like these are the goals. This is the to-do list. This is the topic. And success or failure is never on anyone outside of you, right? It's tough because you feel sometimes overwhelmed when you think, oh, it's all on me. But at the end of the day, a lot of times in the situation we're doing, the truth is that it is all on you or on me. We get what we put in 100% all of the time, right? And it's like reward and effort are evenly matched in these situations, okay? And with this 11 of card being here as well, it has a sense of dryness to it, like things of like, you know, there hasn't been a lot of new growth as of lately. Maybe this is in regards to spirit or just in the unfolding of your own life. It feels like very much kind of like one day in, one day out, same thing after the next, and it's like you're married to it, or you're married to the idea of it. So you haven't been as dynamic in thinking lately, Kalandra, as I think you could be, right? And it is because you've kind of been driven and you're driving yourself. So what the card is saying, like, finish the race, drive yourself to the end of getting what you need to do done, okay? But don't let that define you as a person in terms of being able to think outside of the box and be willing to do numerous different things as well, because your happiness, your heart truth, and your enlightenment, it feels, is wanting to like grow out like a vase rather than just like a straight stalk straight up, okay? So it's just something to keep in mind here. And if there are things, like old things that are done and gone, please let go of them. Please be your own manager in regards to like letting go of this stuff and putting it away, because we want new fertile ground for new ideas is what's needed right now. And it's just kind of like you're still like kind of in a bit of a, I want to call it like a dead time or a dead zone, where it's just like, I wish like, you know, things would get going again, or things would use this time for yourself. Don't feel as though you need to wait for the environment to be better for you to do these things. Start the initial planning, the discovery, the consultation processes of this whenever you can. Okay. It's just a card there for you, Kalandra. Hi, Sungaya. How are you? Thanks for coming today. Thanks for coming. You're welcome. Yeah, it's just like jazz and coffee time around here, right? Nothing too crazy. Just like I'm doing some journaling and some writing, so we've got the thing on. What the heck? Well, that's good. Yeah, it's Happy New Year. We're in a bit of a dogfight, aren't we? It's like feels like a bit of a struggle. But I'm glad I could help, Calandra, with whatever. Well, that's good. Yeah, well, it's been minus 40 Fahrenheit here for the last week, some guys. So we've all been on lockdown. We've all been on lockdown. People's cars are dying left, right, and center. They're just turning into ice cubes up here. Plus, like, living in the monastery in the little room has been an adjustment for me. And the fact that I'm on a compressed school schedule. I'm actually doing a 5-month class in 3 weeks. And then I go on to the next 5-month class and do it in 3 weeks. One class at a time. And that's the way that the school has been structured. So I've been literally, like, on the verge of being overwhelmed and burnt out. Plus the whole, like, being minus 40 outside thing. You could probably tell. I look exasperated. 5:22 in the morning. Good morning. Good morning. 2:30 in the afternoon here. Mountain Standard Time. Looking at Rustomaceae Clariida homeocarpa. It's a type of fungus. I have to do a blog entry. For a specific type of fungus. So I'm doing that one. Yeah, oh god, it is. It is. And I have 2 of those. Right now at the start, they hit us with 2 of those classes. After, the one is not as compressed or condensed as the other one, but they're both condensed programs. And one is like a communications class. I have to like write a recommendation report. And yeah. Then I should be done homework until next Monday. I get a 5-day break, so during that break, I hope to do the cusp reading, some other stuff, but it's good. Can I pull you a card soon, Gaia? You just let me know if I can pull you a card today. Fungus is among us. Hey, and we're not getting any younger. How's it been in Chicago, Steve? Cold? Oh man, our Illinois affiliate, Steve Stenil. Welcome to the program. Yeah, accelerated learning. That's a good one. I just thought about like how compressed it was. All right. Steve, what's new? What's exciting? What is exciting? Ooh. This is for you, Sungaya. This is a 26. This is a 9, a 10 of diamonds. This is good. This is like, I feel like you or the situation is deeply rooted in almost like going to hunt for lost treasure. That's what I get a feeling of this. Is like there's some like wavelength of wisdom or like knowledge that you either have or that you're researching or that you're looking into right now that's going to kind of allow everything to make sense. And when I say that, like, allow everything else, all of the smaller or the more subtle practices or things that you do or ways of being is going to make sense. It's almost like you're ready to plateau again, sort of on that soul journey level. And this is coming through like a wisdom wavelength or like a pattern of ethereal energy that's coming in, that's providing you with kind of like not only emotional intelligence, but spiritual intellect. And I know that's a weird thing to hear, but what I mean by spiritual intellect, it's more about like the understandings that come along and then other things that you may have like lived by in regards to your spiritual well-being. You realize that they fall under the umbrella of a higher concept, and then you can align and identify yourself with the higher concept, and then the smaller things that was like, maybe it was you had to remind yourself every day to smile and be appreciative. The higher concept of what that actually accomplishes is now in the forefront of your mind because you've researched it, you've understood it, and it's become a part of you. So these other things this year are going to become a little bit more automatic. Instead of having to try to remain appreciative, try having to remain optimistic, try having to remain an empathetic listener, they will all just be automatic because you will be trying to do something that encapsulates all three of those, which is, whatever you discover. It's kind of like hidden wisdom or hidden knowledge on your soul path that's coming out for you this year. We got a 2 to 6. So between February and July could be like a time where you're really like unplugging from even though you were thinking big, something bigger is coming in to realize and let you know that you're actually thinking small. Interesting. I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, doing the Reiki thing. Yeah, absolutely. Plug your website. I'll come and check it out. I'll go if you put it in there, Steve. I finally went and got a new laptop. I've been dedicating it for college, for school, but as soon as school is done, then we've got like more gear for the 99.9 studios. So thanks for that. Go ahead and plug your website anytime. You're going to study some herbs and spices and herbs. Someone's telling you to be a life coach in your downtime. Yeah. Well, I know you've got a lot of responsibilities, Sungai. You got a lot on your plate always, just in my knowingness of you. So if you got time, Automatic. I'm going to put that into my browser right now. Instead of automatic, is Atomatic. World Wide Web, www, the World Wide Interweb, www at hyphen matic.com. Let's see what comes out. Oh, automatic transmission. Beautiful. That is beautiful. I dig it. For honesty, integrity, and value. That is sweet. I like that. Done right. Because, when it comes to transmissions, done right the first time. Nice. I love that it's based in integrity and value. Honesty is like just a given. But integrity and value, that's awesome. I like the homepage. I like the silver. You know me. I love the silver. I love the silver on white. It's a nice combo. I know you didn't ask me to critique your website or pump your tires or anything like that. I'm just doing it anyway, Steve. But because I'm in that like college mindset where I'm like meant to like ask myself about all these things. The webpage itself is very pleasing to my eyes. Like, I look at some web pages and I'm like, why are there all the lines? Why is there all the stuff, right? Oil and brakes, diagnostics, towing, bearings, nice. Hubs, quality work each and every time. That's beautiful. Just looking at all your services. Oh, now I'm reading the About Us. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. Automatic.com. I like it. I really like it. Since the early 1990s. That's awesome. The ATRA. That's wicked. That's wicked. I have to join an association for accreditation 2 here in the very near future. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see that. I like it. I like it. Hey, Steve, did you want your... I offered Tatiana, but do you want me to open your pack today? I can open your pack. Gotta just remember which one's yours. Oh, yeah, you chose this one. Sun and Moon. I got a review on Google. Well, of course. Mechanics usually are. Good mechanics usually are. The Art of Zen and Motorcycle Maintenance. Yeah, well, we salt and sand the roads all through the winter. But this weather is like so severe, the roads are actually bare and dry. The roads are stickier at -40 than they are at -7. But right now the main concern is like if somebody gets locked out of their house or out of their car, or somebody comes home drunk from the bar and stumbles and falls down in a snowbank, they'll be dead within 15 or 20 minutes. So this is where like the real safety issue is not so much driving, it's actually about like being outside. The frozen exposed flesh is freezing like in half a minute. I have to start my car like every 4 hours. Yesterday I boosted like 4 other automobiles in the scope of an hour. And the battery's just frozen solid. But no, the local governments there, we're always sanding and salting our roads up here. Yeah, it's huge. Like if Greta Thunberg was here this week, she would never speak out against oil and gas again, because without it, she would be dead in a matter of hours. You must first become the transmission. That's right. Well, the nice thing, like most of the buildings and institutions, like we have like big boilers and, you know, they can remain insulated and running heat traces on stuff. But, you know, as long as like they're not, like in certain portions, they have to like turn the water on every once in a while, because running water will not freeze. It will actually melt the ice around it. Running water will never freeze. But water that's blocked off and not insulated properly does have the... You got some hot cocoa, Christina? Good to see you. Hey, Steve, I'm going to open your pack, if that's all right. Factory sealed. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll see how she comes. Way she goes, eh? All right, Steve's factory sealed pack. Just because we're young at heart, right? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. All right. So traditional Taurus fashion, you may be finding, Steve, that it's like you're having to like stand your ground on certain issues right now. You're not like going to be like giving any quarter, you know, taking people at face value. What it is what it is. And that's kind of like the speech I feel like you're giving, you know, in certain situations. It's kind of like, you know what, you're a softy at times too to the people that you let in. But the people that you're not, it's like you put forward a lot of energy into making sure that people around you see things clearly. Okay? And if they don't, you're the one that says, I beg your pardon, like, look at it this way. Okay? This is interesting enough. There's some stuff going on here with diet as well, Steve. I don't know if this is like to do with like Rolaids or Tums or whatever, or like just being like a gas giant, like Uranus and Jupiter are gas giants. Gastrodon. This is about like what you find offensive versus what other people find offensive. I don't know if you've been thinking lately about like things like the new generation and political correctness and things of this stuff. If this has kind of been like floating in and out of your mind, just like clouds moving by. Remember not to get stuck or worried about ideas that are like political in nature or that don't have the power to affect you. Only when you give thoughts, you give your thoughts your power, and then, you know, that's when the thoughts have the ability to be a more effective, not effective, but they affect you a little bit more. All right. And again, there's some subtle things going on. Root chakra. I feel like if you want to like physically start feeling a little bit better, The hint here is like shifts and amendments to diet, rather than like worried about like working hard, working out, and staying strong. That's like just kind of like 10% of it. You may be looking at refining your diet here this year a little bit more still. Okay? And that's okay. Make good choices. Eat the foods that you love. But remember to take a peek in on those amazing foods that help you feel better. Okay? This is kind of nice. This is about you being outside the established norm while still, setting a standard for normality. It feels good to be weird, but nobody likes to be accused of being weird, right? We're all weird in our own ways. This is about you kind of like standing outside all that while you're simply like directing a movie that's going on in front of you. And I really like it. You ate some eel? Right. You're out on a date, and this is good because it's like passion's alive and active within you right now. Again, this is like root and sacral chakra type stuff. The heavy oranges are coming through, right? This is saying act on your attractions, okay? Put the act in attraction. If there's something that you want, go for it. There's no need to be timid or to be shy because you are more powerful and you are more charismatic sometimes than you give yourself credit for. Okay. Wow, now we have a bit of a refractive or reflective card here. And again, this is like let's see if I can pull this one a little bit closer. There you are. It's like Ash Ketchum, but it's like Steve in the transmission, becoming the transmission, talking to the transmission, automation, all of this kind of stuff. Being like kind of an old soul in a new age and embracing the technological revolution or the information age. This is like Spirit is saying, A+, Steve, like, well done. You've been able to formulate certain ideas and techniques and methodologies for yourself that are going to serve you very well. And it's like your life path almost has this fit of like appropriateness to what it is that you want to discover and how it is that you decided to do what makes you happy and give back. Almost like automatically. And this is kind of stuff that's like registering for you in like the Akashic record, where it's like, why would you write any nightmares or horror stories into your life when you know damn well you're the one that's penning it, you're the one that's authoring it. It's saying, why don't we just enjoy rather than having to all like be bored and adventurous all the time and get ourselves into trouble. Let's just really appreciate and enjoy. Nice. This is kind of interesting. This is about, the difference between people that wear their heart on their sleeves and people that you have a tough time reading no matter what. You're like, you can't tell if they love you or if they hate you or if they want to make love to you, all this kind of stuff. Your heart as your guide here right now, it's like it wants to kind of not give people the benefit of the doubt. That's not the right word, but it wants to shine towards everybody. Your heart energy like wants to shine out to everybody. And you in the cerebral are like, not everybody deserves the fullest extent of my good nature, right? But your good nature is almost like pushing through and like smashing down your better judgment or discernment of like, of do unto others. Like if this person is treating me like a jerk, I'm going to be a jerk to them. You're more or less like, treat me like a jerk. That will reflect on you later. I'm going to stand in integrity and do the right thing by my own heart energy, no matter how that works out. Happy Georgia. The starfish. I was kind of like wanted the question when you typed in like, how did your date turn out? I got the card of starfish. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's, there could be some things coming up for you in the water, in the romantic, in the heart, throat area, like romance and love. There's something that could be coming full circle. Okay. And then again, ghastly. Cut back on the beans, guy. No, I'm just kidding, right? You got this other one of ghastly. So we want to talk crown chakra now with the purples being in there. We want to talk ground chakra and being like, those thoughts that are less than desirable, but they still always occur. I see you making huge leaps and bounds into like being able to lap this stuff off and being able to take a more lighthearted approach to not being so hard on yourself, really. It's like you recognize it instantly and you don't entertain any ideas of self-directed regret. You're just completely over that. So stuff happens and you get tested with this kind of stuff. Remember, this is a matter of crown chakra. Your mind is there to serve you, never the other way around. And if you notice that going on in other people, it's kind of like you have to remain a bit of a ghost, Steve. You have to kind of like look behind that person and be like, hey, spirit, it's okay. I recognize what's going on with you in that, and just kind of like, instead of talking to the person, you kind of find ways to like talk to the spirit behind the person. And I know you've got this skill honed, or you will be honing this skill. All right. The tackle and the metal claw. I see work picking up for you. Interesting. We got a couple of like this mechanical stuff going on here work is going to be picking up. So this is nice. All right. And it might be to the point where it's almost too much. We've got the yellow in the solar plexus chakra being like the will to do stuff. Like, only accept the workload that you are confident with. If it is too much and you ever feel overwhelmed, it's kind of like you can just know that while you're penning this story, you may have to ask people to wait their turn, or you may have to say, not today, I need to rest, I need to recharge. It's great because you're doing everything you want to make everything happen quickly and as soon as possible. But that card ultimately saying is like, it is a matter of willpower sometimes in order to like resign and take time and recharge your own batteries. There's always a positive outlook to be had, but there's only a certain amount of you'll tolerate. Well, hopefully you were able to tolerate that reading for you. Okay. If you want these cards, I'll send them to the shop. I'll mail them out to the shop. I'll just go to atomatic.com, send these to you. All right. Back to the fungus. Awesome. So are you, man. So are you. Absolutely. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out today. I'm going to have to go and start my car again here pretty quick and find some food, but it was fun to turn the live stream on today and spend some time with you guys. And I'm actually like working on one of my assignments for school. Hey, thanks, man. Oh, that's cool. Super cool of you. For sure. Thanks for being a part of that. I'll leave that up to me. Yeah. Well, and tarot is like, it's only part of it anymore. I think like the mysticism and new aging in a very practical way are kind of like combining to a point now where we can really help people kind of get away from the smallness and enter into a place where happiness is much easier attained through different ways of thinking. So it's really good. Yeah, that's excellent, Steve. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put these back in the package for you. You let me know. I'll send them out to you if you want. You can let the grandkids play with them when they come over. Or, you can keep them, frame them. If not, that's okay. Maybe we'll have like a big giveaway at the end of Pokemon. I don't even know. Some of these might even be worth something. I don't know what the kids are doing these days, but that's awesome. So, dollar spot. Speaking of dollars, Rustromaceae, Clarida homeocarpa. You gotta be kidding me. Also known as dollar spot. What, how cold is it there today, Steve? I really like that silver and white and that blow up picture. That's did you design that webpage or did you have somebody do it? Because it's really well done. Dollar spot is caused by the fungal pathogen Clarida homeocarpa in the family Rustromaceae. My Latin isn't very good. The pathogen blights leaf tissue but does not affect the grass roots or the crowns. The disease is a common concern on turf, but it's rare in sports turf and professional landscapes. It's in the fungi kingdom. Hovering around freezing. Hi, Mahalia. It's been a while. How are you? Around freezing, yeah. Tomorrow it's going to be around freezing. It's going to be around 32 or 0 centigrade, and I'm looking forward to it. It's been minus 40, and oh, one of your sons, and you collaborated on it. Nice. Yeah, it's really well done. Tell him you got some outside validation from somebody who doesn't really know very much, but good reviews. You should let us know, Steve. Like, the direct link to the website is good, but if you have, like, I don't know if it's like LinkedIn or Reddit or like somewhere where we can review, man, we'll all stand behind you and give you 10 thumbs up just for the website design, and you can get some numbers. How have you been, Mahalia? I've been cold and tired. Not sick though, thanks to the thank you water and keeping everything good. I've been well, just tired. Mahalia, can I pull a card for you? Let me pull a card for you. Yeah, I've been pretty busy. School, living in the monastery, living in residence, you know. So I haven't even had time to breathe, really. Starting my car every 3 hours. But I was finally able to deprogram from 2 weeks worth of solid schooling, and wanted to spend it with you guys. All right, I'll go ahead, Mahalia, pull a card. And then it's almost 3 o'clock, so I might head out for the day. And my hope, maybe I can come back on again tomorrow. But then school's going to start up for 3 days, and then I get a a 4-day weekend, I think, with nothing going on. Waiting for the next block of class to start, so I'm hoping I can get some of the bigger readings in at that time. Plus the jazz. I've been listening to jazz. People have been coming and going, but I've been listening to the jazz. Yeah, Mahalia, I'm glad that we found each other on Instagram. Because, I haven't seen you in the chat for quite a while. It's good to see you today. It really is. And thanks to subscribers for holding on, even though I'm struggling with producing content regularly. And, I just disappear for a while and then come back. You have the most amazing subscribers in all of YouTube. Thanks for sticking around. Wow. It hit the floor. This must be the one. Oh, Mahalia, you've kind of got here, let me pull this up. You kind of got a bit of a Wheel of Fortune vibe to your energy right now. This is about destiny choices and life path and life choices. I have no doubt in stating that I feel like you are very good at life. There is times when you don't know. You tend to ask the right questions, and you tend to put yourself in a place where, you're not going to be affected by people that are going against the grain of your particular path or your particular destiny. This is kind of about, the circumstances, though, the friends in your life, how close you are with your family, what it is that you're trying to achieve. All of these things kind of formulate a big circle around you, and there you are, shining star in the center. So on all of these support systems and goals and motivators, they surround you all the time, and your mind is kind of sometimes, in order to keep it from spinning around and feeling overwhelmed, too much is going on, this card is saying it might be time for you to actually focus on one aspect or one particular area of your life and address it with undivided attention until you feel confident that you're good with that you can leave it at that, and then systematically go down the line of this path and get all of these support systems, friends and everything working in favor and kind of going with the flow of you and your destiny. Because if you have a dream and you have other people in your life being well, that's impossible, you're never going to make that happen, or you're never going to do it, or do you remember you're supposed to come drinking with us next Thursday, and it just doesn't align up with assisting or at least being in the flow, in the chi of your actual destiny and the energy of it, then you may look at being I'm steering clear of that. I'm navigating away from these things to areas that you can affect the control and that will give you a path, not of the least resistance, but at least of less resistance as you strive towards finding your bliss and finding your happiness. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about that. And it's also all about, to what degree you put yourself out there to be affected by circumstance. You don't want to live a hermit hobbit lifestyle where you close yourself in under a little hill, let the whole world go by you, and you open your doors when you're 90 years old and be that's nice, and then you croak because then you didn't do any of that either. But you don't want to live the life of the reckless rebel being let's go drinking and smoking and partying on a Tuesday night, because that's not helping you either. It's about setting your compass to somewhere in between where life has some mystery, it has some adventure, it has some potentiality for growth and all of that good stuff without detracting from your level of success. And I feel you're in a point of that discernment about your friendships, your closeness with family, and even your own ideas about how to narrow and how to make that process a little bit less overwhelming and multi-sided for you, rather than one where you actually are having the creative control over it. Okay? So hopefully that made sense. Fungus. Dang fungus. I got the Grammarly turned on. I always used to scoff at Grammarly. I'd be like, ha ha ha, who needs Grammarly? My English is very well, thank you. Turns out, not so much. So I turned Grammarly on my computer. It just kind of helps my brain. It's easier. I think this is kind of a running theme for January 2020. How do we make things easier? How do we make things less taxing? Right? Then implement those solutions into our lives. And you're most welcome, Mahalia. Thanks for remaining subscribed and staying subscribed. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream for today. Or maybe just for right now. If there's nothing going on, most people, like, the monastery's quiet. Most people have gone home to their homes. I'm the old guy on campus. And I lived pretty far away, so I stayed here in the minus 40. But most of the young people, they braved the cold temperatures and the roads to go and see their families and their loved ones. So it's pretty quiet around here. So I might be back on a little bit later tonight. And there's potentiality for me to be back tomorrow as well. So thanks to everybody that joined us today. You got an answer for that? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to try and get some more homework done. I got to go start my car again. Here, I'll see if I can bring it up. Show you this. Oh, it's actually warmed up today. Right? That's, oh, you probably can't see that. That's Celsius. Give love, release fear. Yeah, for sure. And if you see us live, if you see the thumbnail with the little red sticker in, jump in and say hi. Remember, you need a transmission overhaul. Just teasing. Thanks again, Steve, for the donation today. I appreciate that. And yeah, this is good to see you. Hopefully we can tune in a different time slot at some point this weekend. Catch up with some of our other friends, you know, Citron and Abigail and all the people that make it happen. We have so many great friends. It's like being at a little kiosk where there was no set time and people just come and go and they're free to flow. All right? Speaking of free flowing, I got to take care of my needs. Take care of your needs, everybody. Much love from the desk at the monastery. We'll see you all in the very near future.